Amelia's mom, Leslie Russell. I used to work with her years ago in a catering company called Marcy Brownstein Catering. It's still there. She organised the parties, like front of house. So I worked with a chef called Will Burgess, a great guy. He's gone now. He committed suicide in like 2000, the end of 2016 or the beginning of 2017. Really good friend. I miss him a lot. I still have his picture up on the wall. Because all through this production, I would glance up at his picture and just talk to him. Just say, oh my God, I hope I'm making the right decision. You know, I'm giving it a shot. I'm trying, you know, because he was a writer, wrote scripts, books. And we all went our separate ways. I ended up getting a full-time job. Will got sick. I ended up working privately. No, I was working privately when I was there. So whenever I had a time off, I would go help Will out. So around 2010, I think that was one of the last times that I worked there. And so I hadn't seen Leslie in a long time. And one day, my wife and I were on a train. I think we were going up to see my mother-in-law. And I just happened to glance down the train and I see Leslie and I'm like, holy shit, I haven't seen her in so long. And she has like a little kid with her and I'm like, oh my God. So she's like married, because we've got a baby. I'm like, holy shit, it's been years, so of course. And I say hi and she's like, oh my God, how are you doing? We get talking and what are you doing now? And I'm like, oh, I said, I'm focusing on this project. And she says, my young daughter, Amelia, she's obsessed with Broadway. They go to tons of shows and, that's what she wants to do. It's all she wants to do is be an actress. And I'm like, oh, there is a little role in there that, I've been working on and thinking about. And like literally before we got off the train, she comes running across to me and she says, Simon, she says, listen, I talked to her. She would really love to do this. So, give me a call in a few days and let's touch base. We did that. And, that's how that started. We went for coffee, talked, sent the script. Amelia would send me little bits and pieces and, Leslie would send me footage of her performing. And I said, look, let's give it a shot. And it was actually the first thing we filmed. That was the first thing we filmed. And so I was so nervous because I wasn't sure of the camera yet. Digital was never, I just wasn't sure, I'm so used to light meters and, your Bolex, your Eclair. And it's fascinating. It's a totally different ball game. However, you can get some fabulous shots. You're kind of in the moment, moving the camera around, and you're not as encumbered, and you can get in tight. You can get in amongst the actors. Yeah, that whole just constantly learning, and working with someone so young, and then watching her grow in confidence. I think there was one time where I was asking her, I said, Amelia, are you okay doing this? Or I think it was the scene where she grabs the candle from Dana's hand, and I was really worried. I was like, okay, any number of things can happen here. On a normal shoot, in a film shoot, that you'd be signing waivers and all kinds of shit. And I'm like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I had Jürgen, I had Krista keeping an eye out. If anything happened, if it looked dodgy, blow that candle out. And I think I said to Amelia, because I was nervous, but I try not to let people see it. I said, listen, are you sure you're comfortable doing this? I said, because maybe we can just, I'll figure out another way. And she says, what do you mean? I said, I can do anything. And in that moment, I saw in her face, I was like, yeah, you could, couldn't you? You could really, you know, you could do anything. So I just thought, let's just do it, you know? And we did it. And I think we only did like 2 takes. That's cute. That was cute. Okay. Action. One of them, she grabbed it, and you see the wax fly through the air. And she runs, and I thought, well, as she's running, you know, with the candle, the air, you know, rushing past it will blow it out. And she came back, and the candle was still lit, and I'm like, oh. And she said, yeah, here we go, let's do it. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we did another one. Yeah, it was really funny. And then one time it went out, and which is what I'd hoped it would do. And yeah, I mean, when I think of it now, it's like, you know, yeah, of course, a lot of that stuff's really risky. And but I don't know, I never felt once that it wasn't, you know, gonna work. So